In the first half of the 17th century, Jan Baptist van Helmont introduced a new term to the scientific vocabulary for airy substances, gas. While he claimed to coin the word, he was actually reaching for the ancient Greek chaos. Because of his native Flemish pronunciation, his throat forced a specific sound, a raspy, velar friction, that effectively translated the Greek concept into the physical mechanics of his own voice. This illustrates the central premise of the resonant codex. It suggests that our speech patterns are not arbitrary. They are a physical response to the behavior of matter. The vocal tract acts as a measuring device, where the friction in a word like gas tracks the actual turbulence of a volatile substance. The words we use daily for energy and matter function as unconscious memories of these physical interactions with the universe. Try to form a hard G sound. Notice how your tongue presses against the soft palate, creating a physical block that mirrors solid matter. Now shift to a breathy k. Slightly releasing that block creates turbulent friction, a chaotic, uncontained burst of air. You can hear this release in the Greek word gazi, or the slang phrase, what a gas. Both descriptions rely on that specific high-energy phonetic friction to describe social chaos. The mouth performs this mechanical action because the human throat functions as a small-scale model of geothermal energy. The same laws of pressure and release that move the planet are mirrored in the physics of your own breath. These mechanics operate on a much larger scale in the high-altitude volcanic landscape of the Armenian highlands. The ancient Armenian word for these subterranean exhalations is gaz. It utilizes the same phonetic ladder you just practiced, moving from the contained earth of the G to the released vapor of the Z. This geological process is encoded in the myth of Vahung the Dragon Reaper. Under the lens of the codex, this isn't a fable, but a record of a thermodynamic event. Geologically, a stratovolcano like Mount Aragats acts as a filter. It strains liquid rock through the gats and vents high-pressure Va'agn gas into the atmosphere. When that ascending fire hits the canopy, it creates our kinetic world, a planetary Kach release. This shows that ancient phonetics often preserve observations of geothermal science that we are only now beginning to recognize. This vertical line of energy doesn't stop at the atmosphere. It extends into the night sky, reaching toward the celestial monad. Ancient observers, like the skilled Magi of the East, viewed these planetary conjunctions as direct extensions of this exact same ascending axis. They used this vertical coordinate to align the tectonic energy of the Earth with the mechanical movements of the stars. In this system, the human mouth was the bridge, the center point that channeled the Earth's volatile spirit into the cosmic cycle. This provided humanity with a direct, physical connection to the universe that functioned without the need for external translation. If this vertical connection was once a universal tool, why was it lost? It was systematically dismantled by classical priesthoods and scribes. They flattened this vertical coordinate to establish themselves as the sole intermediaries of the divine. Their strategy involved taking the wild, vertical fire of the volcano and dragging it down to the alluvial plains. The vertical fire was bent 90 degrees into a horizontal political hierarchy. The raw energy of the mountain was localized into the pristine fire pits of temple altars. Even the Z vibration from the throat was captured and personified as Zeus, a human-like ruler who replaced the uncontained laws of the cosmos. Classical civilization established a hierarchical order by turning a universal law of nature into a series of institutionalized myths. This was a form of linguistic theft. By codifying these universal metrics into elite scripts, the population was separated from their own phonetic power. But because this architecture is rooted in your anatomy, it cannot be fully erased. Every time you speak with an open throat, you reclaim that vertical coordinate, bypassing centuries of institutional control. The act of intentional speech physically restores the bridge between the volcanic ground and the stars above. The capacity to align yourself with the universe isn't found in a temple. It is built into the physical structures of your own throat.